Today, the Red Sox welcome back one of the most electrifying performers in baseball. 2 years and a day since he last pitched in the major leagues. Chris Sale is back. It's game 2 from Fenway as the Red Sox entertain the Baltimore Orioles. And all eyes will be on the 6'6" left-hander Chris Sale in his highly anticipated return to the mound. Tommy John surgery, the rehab, the build-up, it is all behind the flamethrower now. Maybe arriving just in time here in mid-August. Dave O'Brien along with Dennis Eckersley and Jemai Webster. And it has been a long road back for Chris Sale. Tommy John surgery March 30 of 2020. His last start, and it was a dandy, by the way, against Cleveland August 13 of 19. He had 12 strikeouts in that game. His career with the Red Sox, 84 starts, a ton of strikeouts, so hard to hit, a 204 opponent's batting average. Chris Sale returning today after 5 minor league rehab starts and a 135 earned run average. Eck, this is great theater today.
Yeah, what a piece to add right now to this team. It's been a long time coming, and they've been very careful with him along the way. Now it's time to start back up that Hall of Fame career. You know, right before he left a couple years ago, he had just become the quickest pitcher to reach 2,000 strikeouts. You know, he had that 300 strikeout season for the Red Sox. He started 3 straight All-Star games. He closed out the 2018 World Series game against the Dodgers. He's done it all, and the ace is who he is, and he is back. And with him, he brings that major energy to this team and this clubhouse at a time when they really, really need it. Today, the season starts for Chris Sale, and we'll see how it goes.
As you say, the number one is back, and last night Red Sox had their offensive mojo back, belting 3 home runs off Oriole pitching. It's game 2 from Fenway, and a special afternoon coming your way right after this. Duncan, New England and Red Sox Nation runs on Duncan. Subaru of New England, proudly celebrating 50 years of love. Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service, we're always here to get you there. And by Plymouth Rock Assurance, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox. Another steamy day here at Fenway, but a special one. It's a Sale day. Alex Verdugo has been with the Red Sox a couple of seasons now. He's never known the thrill of playing behind Chris Sale. He will today. For more on that, we toss it down to Jemai.
Well, Dave, it feels like another chapter in a great story. 11 years ago, Sale made his professional debut against Baltimore, and now 2 years and a day since he last pitched in the major leagues. He starts against these same Orioles to complete his comeback from Tommy John surgery. To say his teammates are excited is an understatement. As you mentioned, Alex Verdugo, he gets an opportunity to play behind Sale for the first time, as he too has waited for this moment.
You said it, man. 2 years hasn't pitched here, and I faced him when he was with the White Sox in a little backfield scrimmage game where he was just taking it easy, and it was still hard to hit. I was like, oh my God, this guy is so uncomfortable. It's just, a lot of limbs and body moving everywhere, and obviously the plus stuff out of the arm. So I think he's going to be, he's going to be a huge acquisition. Everybody's excited, and just want him to stay healthy. Keep preparing the way he does, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Fun to watch indeed. Since joining the Red Sox, Sale has 20 games of 12 or more strikeouts. That's tying the Rocket, Roger Clemens, for second most in Sox history. We'll be counting those Ks this afternoon with the K-Man. We'll see how many Sale gets. It's a Sale day, 732 days in the making. The wait is over. First pitch with Obie and Eck is up next.
2021 debut for the Boston Red Sox to take on the Baltimore Orioles. And here is a look at their lineup today. They are without their best player. Cedric Mullins, the all-star center fielder, has the day off. Mancini is at first base. Big numbers against Chris Sale. Severino, the DH. Santander in left. Ken is in center. Michael Franco is at third base. Mateo at second base. Martin hit a home run last night. He's the shortstop. And Wins does the catching. against the Red Sox starting pitcher, presented by Audi. Visit your New England Audi dealer. Experience the fully electric Audi e-tron today. Chris Sale, 2021 debut. Last major league start he made was 2 years and 1 day ago.
Here's the Red Sox defense, presented by Oakers Company, celebrating 100 years of service and support, and proud home of TouchView Interactive. The Red Sox have made 77 errors in 118 games. Around the infield, third to first, Devers, Bogarts, Hernandez, and Bobby D at first. Out in the outfield, left to right, Verdugo in left, Duran in center, Renfroe in right. Behind the plate, Christian Vasquez catching Chris Sale.
The umpires are brought to you by Toyota's website for deals. BuyAToyota.com. It'll be Will Little behind the plate, Greg Gibson, Paul Clemens, Jerry Davis around the bases. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP brought to you by Toyota Certified Used Vehicles. Visit ToyotaCertified.com and see factory-backed Toyotas right now. Hot day. Weather forecast presented by Window World, the official replacement window of the Boston Red Sox. 88, feels like 95. And we're going to call it mostly sunny, and shadows as well around home plate.
Yeah, the reaction of this crowd to Chris Sale, I tell you. You got to love it. You just do. You miss this. 2 years it's been.
Austin Hayes to get in, the right fielder. I think the K-men are at the ready. He gets a swing and a foul tip. Strike one. That's fitting.
Yes, it is. He goes to work there. We saw, I think we're going to react to some of his velocity, but 94-mile-an-hour fastball up out of the zone, and you saw Hayes. He's taking a hack. Got shadow on home plate right now as we start this game.
Good omen.
Yes.
Mancini on deck. As you recall, Chris Sale loves to work fast. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I don't think we're really majorly concerned about velocity. I mean, his pitch that he does a lot of damage with is that slider.
Great changeup as well.
There it is, coming right now.
And a pop up. Bogarts into left. And Sale gets his first man. That was a long wait to get another out for him.
Well, that's got to feel good right there. There's no doubt about it. He's got to be feeling it. I don't care how long you play, how great you are. The adrenaline must be kicking.
And yet, I think the first batter he faced, very deliberate.
Yes, very. Not for him. He's ready to go.
Now Mancini, 254 with 19 home runs. He's in a slump right now, but he has seen the ball very well against Chris in his career. 10 for 25. The last time he pitched in a major league game, Sale struck out 12 Cleveland Indians.
Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Mancini, you're not going to catch up with that. It's only 94, but up out of the zone.
1-1. And the start before that one, the 12 Ks against Cleveland, he struck out 13 Angels in 8 innings, didn't walk anybody, allowed 2 hits.
Ooh.
Changeup.
Yeah, 2-1 changeup. Looked like paint, maybe balls down and away. Ooh.
3-1.
Back-to-back changeups. That tells you something. 3-1 changeup.
Severino on deck. That most recent season, 2019, he struck out 17 Colorado Rockies. That was a career high.
Little backdoor Johnson here.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with the slider.
Sweep me. How about that? Looking backdoor, went all the way across.
First K up.
3-1 changeup, 3-2 slider, and this ball is sweeping all the way across the plate. Kind of a feeble swing there for Mancini. Not looking for that.
Severino will step in at 236 with 9 home runs. Base is empty. In there for strike 1.
That's what makes him so great. You know, you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, he divides it up, and he's got the changeup he throws anytime, devastating slider, and at times he can really bring it.
Little trickler charging on that. Devers fires on, and too late. And Severino's on an infield hit.
Well, Severino's one of the only guys that you can throw out on that play. Devers playing way back. He had a long ways to go here. Look how far back he is. And I said, well, he got a shot. It's Severino, the catcher, but still safe. That's how long that play took to develop. No chance. He made the play, picked it, did the best he could, but it just took too long.
Anthony Santander, left fielder, 251. He's hit 10 home runs. Hitting .339 since the All-Star break. So he's one of the few Orioles swinging a good bat. He looks at a strike. Started him with a change. The long, lean lefty casting a shadow on the hill.
Yes.
0-2.
Love that high fastball early on. Sets up a lot. You know, throw that ball upstairs like that sets up a lot of different pitches. We're looking for punch outs. That's what we love.
Sale's last season, 2019, he was obviously not the same as the elbow broke down. Made 25 starts, went 6-11, ERA of 4.40. Though rather amazingly, he struck out 218 hitters in 147 1/3.
Quickest man to 2,000.
Got him. He strikes out 2 in his return. BuyAToyota.com. Starting out with Kike Hernandez, Alex Verdugo, Xander Bogaerts, and Rafael Devers. JD Martinez likes to face this guy he's facing today. Hunter Renfroe in right, Duran in center, Vasquez catching. Bobby Dahlbeck is on an RBI tear, batting out of the 9th spot against the Orioles starter presented by Amica. Experience Amica Auto, Home, and Life Insurance. Lopez coming in at 3-12, a 5.75 ERA. A little misleading because lately he's pitching very well.
Yeah, last 2 games he's pitched very well. Good stuff, even though the numbers are high.
Kike in.
See the fastball there, 95. He likes to throw curveballs and changeups, occasional sliders.
Up the middle, that'll squeak through for a base hit. Kike's been getting on a lot lately. On again.
Let's take a look at the Orioles defense today. They have made 55 errors on the season and in 114 games. Around the infield, third to first. Franco at third. Martin at second. Martin at short. Mateo at second. Mancini at first. Out in the outfield, left to right. Santander in left. McKenna in center. Austin Hayes in right behind the plate. Austin Wins catching Jorge Lopez.
Leadoff man aboard for Verdugo, 276, 11 home runs. Jemai was talking to him before the game about having faced Chris Sale years ago on a backfield. And he said even then, when he was just messing around, he was like, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah, talk about limbs, arms, and legs, and I mean, he's got a funky style. I mean, that's part of the deception with Chris Sale and this stuff.
Yeah, where's it coming from? I wonder if Chris Sale slept a wink last night.
I don't know. I'll tell you, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, I don't care how cool you are. and how great you are. This game, after you've been away from it, you appreciate it so much. You get so excited. You're just like a kid.
2 years. Got to be an eternity. Verdugo 3 for 7 off Lopez. Went to check, and he did. And Alex 0 for 4 last night. He got back into the lineup. He had been away, of course, for paternity leave. But his feet have not touched the ground since he got back to Boston from the West Coast. Proud Papa. Going the other way. He drives that one to the corner, but a foul ball.
Well, high changeup. He stayed back just a little too long.
Red Sox blitzed Lopez back in April, 14-9. Gave up 7 runs in 4 innings on 8 hits. He was a lot better in May against Boston. Had no decision in a game the Orioles won 3-1. He went 5 2/3. Gave up just 1 run. So on a given day, he can be very tough.
Yeah, he had a 1-hitter 6 innings against the Yankees a couple starts ago.
2-2 pitch. Eventually.
Keep worrying about Kike Hernandez steal a bag. He's only got 1 bag.
Yeah, the Orioles seem to have a different scouting report.
Yes.
Because they are very concerned with Kike.
Yeah, we do not run that much. Maybe Vasquez might run at any given time.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Bogart's on deck. And a base hit. Pass third down the line. Kike takes a wide turn, heads on back to second. Back-to-back hits to begin it against Lopez.
That's the Verdugo that we love. This ball sinker down and away. You can't have a better swing at it. Ball catches too much plate, but you see him slice this ball right down the left field line. That's a hit all day. Here comes the Red Sox, first and second, nobody out.
Red Sox looking to get some early runs up there in support of Mr. Sale. And a quick mound visit after 2 singles in front of Xander Bogaerts, who homered last night. Put one right on top of the shelf above the monster. One of 2 home runs hit in the game, one by the Orioles and Martin down inside a pesky pole, that would only have been home runs at Fenway Park.
That is so unique in the same game.
Opportunity to do some damage right away against Baltimore. Hernandez at second, Verdugo on at first. Rafael Devers on deck. Sox and the Birds will finish up this series tomorrow afternoon at 1. And the Red Sox will have a day off and have a doubleheader against the Yankees in New York.
Boy, this Oriole team is scuffling. We've lost 9 in a row. Done that several times this year.
Yeah, they've had losing skids of 14, 9, and 8. Among the longer ones. Outscored 82-30 during this one. Fly the other way down toward the corner, and that takes a bounce, but a foul ball, not by much.
It's got to be inches down there.
Oh man, was that close.
Bogey didn't leave the batter's box. Took him a while. I thought that ball's foul easy, but then when you see where it ended up, didn't go in the stands. There's no room down there. That's inches. An inch.
Again, only at Fenway, right?
Really? Look at this. He never left the box. He thought it was foul. Yeah, it was foul by about half an inch.
Just no room down there. And then he started to get going a little bit, thinking,
I guess so.
1-2.
Oh, look at that thing.
Hernandez and Verdugo take their leads. 1-2 from Lopez. Drills him and he goes down. Xander Bogaerts down and still down.
Yeah, that got him good. His left hand. That is the bad wrist.
It is, yes. Well,
nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go.
Well, he's up now. It's a great sign.
Well, that'll scare you. I mean, you're not expecting anything up and it like that with 2 strikes. I mean, there is nowhere to go. This is a changeup, misfire changeup. If that helps anything, it still got him on the top of the left hand.
Boy, that's been battered.
What a misfire with a changeup. I guess
You're
lucky it's not a fastball.
Well, yeah, but of all places to get you.
Yeah, and that wrist.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Well, the bases are loaded, and Devers trying to make Lopez pay here. 2 singles, a hit batsman. Raphael hitting .282 with 28 home runs, 85 driven in.
Funny pitch choice with 2 strikes, a changeup to a right-handed hitter.
Yes. He takes a strike. Raffy 0 for 5 last night.
Raffy's taken him deep twice. He's 2 for 4 with 2 bombs.
2 career grand slams. Sox trying to put numbers on the board immediately. 0-2 with a curveball. As you said, fastball change, curve, and a slider. Hernandez, Verdugo, and Bogey on the bases. Nobody out. All the way to the backstop, and it bounces back fast to Wins, and no chance for Kike to score.
My goodness, airmailed. You know, 0-2 pitch. He's not going to give him anything to hit. Going to give anything to catcher to catch. That ball is like high cheese over the head of the catcher. Wins. And luckily it comes back in a hurry here. Look at this. Careful.
The 1-2 pitch to Raphael. That one bounces to the backstop, and that will get a run. And here comes Kike, and the Red Sox lead it 1-0.
My goodness. 2 misfires, 1 with a fastball. That was a changeup. He had just hit Bogaerts with the changeup last time he threw a changeup. You see him hold on to it too long, not even close. What a tough pitch to block by Wins. Back-to-back pitches, really. What a gift. We've seen this act before with the wild pitches.
Verdugo moving up to third. Bogaerts to second. 2-2 on Raphael. JD Martinez likes to face this guy a lot. He's on deck. And it's 3-2. He may be facing him in a moment. The base is loaded again.
I tell you, Lopez doesn't want to throw Devers a strike because he knows he's pounded him before. He got ahead with throwing him a couple balls he swung at, and he hasn't thrown a strike since. And Devers wants to swing the bat. He does. You know he does. Got 2 ducks on a pond out there, Dave.
2 ducks on a pond. You know, Raphael also, since the All-Star break, has been taking a lot more walks. And it was something that Alex Cora talked about with several guys, Devers included, if they're going to walk you. High fly ball right field deep.
I told you.
Hayes back. Say goodbye.
Way back. Whoa. Get the tape. Get the tape.
Number 29. And that rocks the house.
I told you he wanted to swing the bat, and he was afraid to throw him a strike, and he finally threw him a strike, and he threw him a breaking ball that he absolutely lost. Look at this. Spin me. See ya. Crushed. Oh.
Man.
We're talking 450, 4 and a hazel out there, isn't it? Come on.
Red Sox first home run brought to you by Audi and the all-new 2021 Audi e-tron, as the Red Sox have taken a 4-0 lead. 3-run blast by Rafael Devers, 29 homers, and now 88 runs batted in. Did that sit up for him?
Oh my goodness.
Came off the bat at 107.
Shouldn't have thrown him a strike.
Speedway will donate $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox home run. All donations raised stay local to support Boston Children's Hospital. JD Martinez stings this one toward the alley. That's going to drop down and keep on rolling up against the center field fence. To second base on the move, and he is there standing up. And that makes him 5 for 10 lifetime against Lopez.
Once again, a little hit me slider. These Oriole pitchers have coming out throwing some slop. I tell you, the last 2 nights. Look at this slider, just spinning, just spin, spin, spin. And I'll tell you what, he is all over that too. Finds the gap, and he knows he's looking for 2. Nobody out. Nobody out for nothing.
And a perfect offensive start on a sale day.
Pitching coach came out when there was two guys on and nobody out. I don't know what he told them, but it wasn't very good.
Didn't sink in.
It didn't sink in.
That's when Xander got hit by the pitch, and then Devers with an absolute crush job. Red Sox leading Baltimore 4-0 with nobody out. Hunter Renfroe 256 with 20 home runs. Number 20 last night. The home run, by the way, went 424 feet.
That's it.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing. You're thinking 435, 440.
It would be 15, 20 rows back over the bullpen. It's 50 feet away from that red seat, I would think, right?
Yeah, the Ted Williams seat, which is 502.
I'll tell you what, this Orioles staff came in here with about almost a 5.7 ERA on the season. That's really the worst in all the major leagues.
Yep. Lopez, today's starter, 5.75 before this. He still doesn't have an out. Renfroe has been tagging it. 15 of his last 20 hits have gone for extra bases. 8 doubles and 7 home runs. The occasional base hit, but he's been cranking it. Up the middle, that's where they have him play, and he's going to get a play at third, and out at third base is Martinez. Mateo came up gunning.
Pretty nice play there by Mateo. You think about it, you think you just take the out, but he got the runner through behind him. Nice throw. He's got no window to throw to, but he does throw him out. Franco makes the tag. You see, he's throwing right in the baseline. The runner's right in the baseline. He throws it there, and he still catches it, makes the tag.
So they get their first out in front of Jarren Duran, 216 with 2 home runs. Sharply hit. Franco with a pick from the knee, gets it out there. Not going to turn 2 on him. But a nice pick.
Well, he's waiting for the guy to cover second base, or they might have turned it even with the speedy Duran. Sharply hit to Franco. Look how sharp this ball is hit. Stumped. 1 hop pick, waiting for the guy to cover second. The shortstop ends up covering. They can't throw it. They can't turn it over. You can understand that.
Two gone. Christian Vasquez, the 8th Red Sox batter in this inning. And just back to the ball club. He has been away on bereavement leave. .254 with 4 home runs. Red Sox ahead 4-0 in the first inning. And giving Chris Sale plenty of time to rest after his comeback got underway. Runner taken off. Here's the throw. And he is out. Ooh, got the tag on him somehow. Duran caught stealing to retire the side, but the Red Sox do get 4. Devers with a mammoth home run. Twisted but True, presented by Twisted Tea, Hard Iced Tea. Unwind with a twist. A little over 2 years to the day since Chris Sale's last start. 732 days. So someone did the math on this. 17,568 hours. 63,244,800 seconds. Red Sox Nation has been waiting for his return. I did not do the math. I did not take math at Syracuse. I was able to get through college without it.
I guess so.
Our man Seabass taking care of that.
I could count 4 runs though if I'm Chris Sale. I got a 4-0 lead. A little shutdown piece here to stay in shape.
And he struck out 2, gave up an infield hit first inning. Getting back on the hill, and here's Ryan McKenna showing a bunt and taking a ball. McKenna recalled from AAA Norfolk on July 21st, his 6th stint with the Orioles this year. He's playing in center field. We mentioned that Cedric Mullins, who is their best player, one of the best players in baseball, has today off. That was a scheduled day off, getting him some rest. He has 20-game innings.
Right, he had a streak on the line. Good day to take a day off, if you ask me.
1-1. Finds the mark.
Not serious gas early on here. We saw 94, a couple of them in the first inning. I'm not real concerned about velocity, to be honest.
You're not.
No, not really. Here's some high cheese.
Again around 93.
What's the hardest we've seen him throw? 98, maybe, right? He never threw a buck, did he? I don't think so. I may be wrong. Trying to remember back. Oh, he could have rung him. I got to have it.
3-2.
You want it, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's inside, but you know.
Sitting next to you for years, I want them all.
Yes.
Because you do, I do.
On our side, we want everything.
Oh, definitely. Payoff pitch.
Yes. Paint. I mean,
Yes,
right down the middle.
Struck him out. Number 3 for the lefty.
First pair of shoes on the season for Mr. Sale. Nicely done. How do you take this pitch? Back-to-back fastballs. This is right down Broadway. Begging for a walk.
Sale does not give many of those out. Here's Franco, 217 with 11 home runs. He is 1 for 5 with a double off Chris.
Love the changeup.
I misspoke earlier. It's not just K-men up there. There are ladies up there as well. With the case, there's K-people.
K-people. Careful.
We're taking care of those. Doing a great job of the strikeouts.
Yeah, another one. I want another one. Yes.
Change.
That makes him for sale. I mean, that changeup is money. Back to back, perfect spot for it.
Yeah, that's going to be a strike anyway.
Yeah. Up top.
You know what you're getting listening to the crowd? You're getting that rumble. You're getting that electricity when he's on the verge of a strikeout. And nobody else gets that.
Yes, I saw it before many years ago with ball inside. Many years ago, we used to go to New York. Ron Guidry, man, he'd get 2 strikes on somebody, and that New York crowd would get loud. And I swear, every time he'd get 2 strikes, we'd swing at a slider in the dirt. You know, Pedro got him geared up.
Big time. 3-2. Another little trickler. Sale off the hill. 2 down. Yeah, that's the accurate comparison when Sale came to Boston, harkening back to Pedro every 5 days or nights. It felt like that.
Yeah, a little swinging bunt here. He took his time. He had time. Threw him out easy. Can't strike everybody out. I'll take that little swinging bunt.
That starts where it felt like he was going to strike everybody out.
Start against Colorado a couple years ago. 17 punch outs. I was hoping for 20. You know, how could you not?
Yeah, you weren't alone. That was a career high for Chris Sale. Mateo, 219, 2 home runs. Sale, a 7-time All-Star. Started 3 consecutive All-Star games between 2016 and 18. Only pitcher ever to start consecutive All-Star games for 2 different organizations, the White Sox and the Red Sox.
Every year. I mean, that's hard to do, be the starting pitcher for the All-Star game.
Little pop-up foul, 2-2. Back to that start against Colorado, 17.
Yeah, a couple of years ago. Can't forget this. He's punching guys out, I mean, one after another. And we were like, come on, we got to get 20. And he finally took him out after 8 innings. But look at that sweeping slider. Got to love it. Gas right by you. What's the temperature on that thing? Oh, you got to be ready to ring. Will Little back there. His ball, he's calling it inside, probably. Valdi say, we got to have it.
3-2 pitch.
What I like today so far is the changeup. That's been as good as I've seen before.
He's been 3. Ground ball to Devers. And that'll be 1-2-3. Nice stretch there by Dahlbeck. Mateo can run. Chris Sale gets him in order. Question: which Red Sox pitcher no-hit the Orioles September 1st of 2007? Was it Clay Buchholz, John Lester, or Hideo Nomo? Head to Nesson's Twitter to submit your answer. Red Sox leading 4-0 as we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien, Jemai Webster. Christian Vasquez was in the box when Duran was caught stealing down the 1st inning. Red Sox with a 4-run onslaught, including a 3-run homer from Rafael Devers, his 29th.
Vasquez with the new Zapatos, man. They are shiny down there. Check him out. Haven't seen him in a while, and then I see these shoes come walking up to the plate.
Oh, how can you miss him?
You can't. You don't want to be a pair of shoes. You do not.
Did you drop a Zapatos on him?
That's about all I know.
Well, if you're going to know any of it,
yes,
it should be that.
Yes.
The 0-2. Dahlbeck on deck, and then Kike Hernandez. Red Sox starting play today, 5 games behind Tampa Bay in the division. They're clear of the Yankees by 2.5. Yankees play Chicago. Closer look at the SpongeBob themed shoes.
Isn't that cute?
Wow.
A little SpongeBob piece in front. Isn't that nice?
I'm liking a lot of the personal statements by the players.
Yes.
Nice change of pace. 3-2.
Gives us something to talk about.
Dahlbeck on deck. Every time Bobby comes up to hit, last several games, he has men on base. And that will happen again. Ball 4.
This pitcher should be mad at himself. He can't put him away. Had him 0-2 and can't find the strike zone. Tickets for all remaining games this season are on sale now. Single game tickets start as low as $20, and tickets are available in all seating areas, including the popular Green Monster seats, San Adams deck tables, and field box tickets. To learn more, visit redsox.com/tickets.
Dalbec up to 229. Also up to 49 runs batted in. That's happened in a hurry. Batting stats presented by Plymouth Rock Assurance, the official auto and home insurance provider of the Boston Red Sox.
Boy, he hit 2 shots last night, didn't he? Double off the wall. I mean, the scoreboard, and then it's home run to dead central that he kissed.
On the homestand, he's 5 for 7 with 8 runs batted in. On one hop, Franco down to Mateo, and they'll turn it around the horn. 2 down.
Yeah, very sharply hit, but got a big bounce. Franco turns it over to Mateo easily. Around the horn, double play.
Kike Hernandez will be the next man up. He has a base hit and has scored a run. Eduardo Rodriguez, the former Oriole, will go tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The Orioles have not announced a starter. In the finale of the series, Red Sox win today and they snap a string of losses in series. They've dropped their last 4 series.
They're doing what they're supposed to do to these Orioles.
And Lopez with a 1-0. Red Sox with, including today, 44 games left in the regular season. 23 of those games are against ball clubs with a losing record. Baltimore, Cleveland, Minnesota, Texas, Washington. It's a pretty forgiving schedule by and large the rest of the way.
Yeah, that was a tough go for a while where they've been in their division for so long. No breather.
Sox do have 7 left against Tampa Bay, 4 of those on the road. Red Sox have been in either first or second place every day since the 8th of April. Hammered down the line. That's fair to the corner. Kike taken off. He has a multi-hit game already. A double along with his single. This comes with 2 down.
You do not get away with hanging breaking balls. The Red Sox will not. They will destroy them. Another spin ball right here. You know, you can't make a pitch like that and get away with it. That ball is scalded down the line. Kept it fair. That was the whole thing. Can he keep it fair? And he did.
Guy's had a fine season. 15 home runs, a lot of great defense. 2 for 2 today. Verdugo looking to pick him up. Alex singled inside the third base bag his first time up, a ground ball. So 4 for 8 against Lopez.
Devers 3 for 5 with 3 home runs. Can't wait till he gets back up.
Play on, and it'll throw it into the outfield. Kike's going to hold it second.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's beyond me. You know, I'm having a hard time getting outs to begin with. I guess trying out at a base, but I guess it was the shortstop that put it on. Can't do anything about that. But I want to throw to second base, a little pickoff play, like a hole in the head, when I've given up a 4 spot in the first and a rocket by Kike.
You got 2 out.
Yes.
One ball, 1 strike.
Once again, they're worried about Kike on base, aren't they?
Yes.
I don't know why.
Verdugo looking to pick up his 42nd run batted in. Fouls that one off.
Got a decent velocity, Lopez. Makes too many mistakes. That's a problem. Got a good arm.
He did not make those mistakes his last 2 starts. He went 6 innings to beat the Yankees in New York 7-1. Gave up 1 hit and 1 run. And then had no decision against Tampa Bay, giving up only 4 hits in the 6 and 2 runs. Different story today. Red Sox have hammered him pretty good. 4 runs, 5 hits.
Yeah, I've looked at his game logs. He probably had about a half a dozen good games out of all of his starts. That doesn't cut it.
3-12 entering today. 5.75 ERA. Bogart's hoping to hit next. He's on deck. And that's going to drop down the line. That'll bring in another run. Kike in to score. Alex Verdugo is also 2 for 2. Boy, top of the lineup getting it done. Red Sox leading it 5-0.
Verdugo's gone the other way twice. This one even sharper hit than the first time up. I think that's a high sinker or whatever. It's right down the middle. The ball's up. Once again, a good swing by Verdugo going the other way. I love when he hits the ball the other way, especially in Fenway Park. And you see Kike's off and running with 2 outs. It's a little 5-0 Red Sox already.
Kind of a scary moment. First innings, Xander Bogaerts was hit on that left hand. Was down for a little while, but then immediately went to first base. 304 with 18 home runs. Kyle Schwarber made his Sox debut last night. Walked a couple of times, scored 2 times. Very patient at bats. Out of the lineup today, JD Martinez is the DH. JD, by the way, reaching 10 years of major league service time today. That's a big deal.
Somebody else is about to reach that too. Evaldi in a while, maybe another couple weeks. It's a big deal. 10 years in the big leagues.
Yeah. Yeah, that says a lot.
Full pension, I think, is what it is, isn't it?
Says a lot there, for sure.
Gotta love that when you're a Fossil.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Don't you have a choice when you can start taking it after you've retired?
Yes. The longer you can hold out, the more you're going to get. He'll be all right, though. I think he's got enough iron.
Yeah,
He'll be okay.
Yeah. With or without the pension.
I don't think we're going to worry about these
No,
guys
I'm not
right
worried
now.
about him.
Nope.
2 down, a man on. Got a piece to hang in. Xander entering today leading American League shortstops in batting average, doubles, and extra base hits.
Glad that left hand is okay and he's in the game. Got to check the runners. Keep checking the runners.
He stings this one. Rolling into the gap. Nobody out there. It's all the way to the wall. Verdugo rounds. He powers in. Into second base. Bogart's with a double. Looks like the hand is fine. 6-0.
And the beatdown continues. Yeah, high fastball. Bogey loves high fastballs. Don't throw Bogey a high fastball. He gets on top of it, hits a rope in the gap. He finds a gap, but this ball's going to go all the way to the wall. And that's going to send Verdugo all the way around. 6-0 Red Sox.
Boy, this one says position player pitching in the 6th inning. 6-0 already. And now Devers crushed one in the first inning for a no doubt about it 3-run homer.
He had him 0-2 and he swung at 2 bad pitches. Then he didn't throw him a strike. A couple wild pitches, remember? And then it got to 3-2, threw him a hook, and we got the tape, and it was only 424.
It's slightly disappointing.
A couple of those balls hit this year that you wanted to get the tape. One being Arroyo, that slam he hit in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. 460.
I would have added another 30 feet to that one.
Slam. Beautiful thing. That was the first slam of the year.
Yes. All the way to the backstop, and the runner will advance.
Man, this is pathetic, Land.
Wild pitch, of course. Our high-strength steel plates brought to you by New England Chevy dealers.
There's that hook again. You could put this in a reel. Couldn't you just watch this ball go out? Count the rows.
He'll take ball 4 after his 3-run homer. So runners at first and third. The bullpen just starting to move around now for Baltimore. Devers, incidentally, is tied with Vlad Guerrero Jr. for the Major League RBI lead now at 88.
Boy, we know what this is like, don't we? I mean, we went through this a little bit last year. Something you just don't forget. You know, you get behind like that as a team, and you almost feel badly for these guys. Not that badly.
Our key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire and Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. JD this season against Baltimore. 436 with 4 home runs.
Yeah, he went on a tear the first time we went to Baltimore. Remember, I might have hit 5 home runs that series. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But he hit a lot of home runs that series.
The first 5 or 6 weeks. I mean, he was carrying the Red Sox.
He was. He got off the start of the year.
Up to 21 homers, 73 runs batted in. A double in the first inning for JD.
Yeah, he hit 3 home runs in that one game.
Yes. Of course, he's hit 4 in a game.
Against the Dodgers.
Well, with Arizona. 2 out, 2 on, 6-0 here. Red Sox piling them up early. And he'll ground that one to Martin. He shovels it to retire the side. Red Sox with a couple of more runs and lead it by 6. PNC Bank helping to make banking easier. You look at this list. Strikeout leaders since 2015. Realizing for a couple of those years he wasn't even pitching.
So add at least 400 to that and he's above Scherzer. That's only at 200 a year. He'll get you 250 just to stay in shape.
Red Sox here on this Saturday afternoon at Fenway leading 6-0 as we bring the top half of the 3rd inning. It'll be Martin, Wins, and Hayes. It's 8-9-1 for Baltimore. Orioles have already dropped 76 games, 9-game losing skid. Red Sox beating up their pitching staff, so very clear indicator as to why they've lost so many games.
A lot of time in between these first 2 innings.
What do you think for him? A good thing, obviously all the runs that but
I mean, you want runs and you want runs fast. That's how I used to want them.
Right.
You can't have it all because they usually take a little time.
But you'll take it.
Like, give me a couple 2-run shots real quick and let's get back out there.
Chris Sale back in 2018 went 12-4, a 2.11 ERA. Had some health problems that season. Remember, he threw the last pitch of the World Series, striking out Manny Machado in Los Angeles. And a few months earlier, when Gordon Eads in an interview asked him, what is your dream moment as a pitcher? What's the ultimate moment? Sale answered, to strike out the last batter to win the World Series, to throw that last pitch of a season.
And you'd have to be a relief pitcher in this day and age, and he was.
Swing and a miss. He sets him down for his 4th K in the book.
Yeah, just mixing it up, and it puts him away with a high fastball. It's easy. Number 4.
Of all the great Chris Sale moments, have been plenty since he was acquired from the White Sox. You know, ending the World Series that way, that was magnificent. The guy he got made it, because remember,
everybody hated him,
and he had thrown behind Machado. Remember that? And there was talk about maybe he'd get suspended earlier in the season.
Yes,
didn't happen, but wasn't disciplined for that. The tapper to Xander Bogaerts.
Yeah, that sort of made it extra special to finish it like that.
And Machado had that reputation for a lot of stuff, and not well liked, and it remains this day very true here in Boston.
I remember the last out. Price was out to the mound quicker than anybody. That was his W, right? That last game.
Yes.
They celebrated. He was out there in a heartbeat. Check it out. Slider down and in. See you later. And here they come. Here comes Price. Where is he? There he is. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you he was there. I don't blame him.
And Red Sox world champions again. A strike on Hayes, who popped to the shortstop to start off the ball game.
He did.
He did. 0-2. Chris had 42 pitches. Alex Cora declining to give a pitch limit for Sale today. Guess is around 90.
Sweepage time.
Red Sox starters generally pitching very well their last 7 games. They have allowed 11 earned runs, a 2.61 ERA. And a 1-2 pitch to Hayes.
You know, the thing about it was they held, Sale back to pitch this game against Baltimore. And they could have had him on what? Could have had him Thursday against Tampa.
Yes.
That was his 5th day. And he could have come back and pitched against the Yankees. But they went with him pitching today and then followed this up with Texas, which was probably a smart thing to do, you know.
Gonna get by everybody all the way to the backstop.
You know, you're thinking about, we need him Thursday against Tampa Bay. But on a second thought, you're thinking, why don't you let him ease into this thing?
So as a fan,
yeah, I want him Thursday.
Frankly, as a broadcaster, you want him facing Tampa Bay.
I do. But I get it.
And then the Yankees.
A little cambio corner.
3-2.
Wouldn't fish.
And then you say, oh yeah, he's 8-2 lifetime against Baltimore.
Yeah, right. That goes into it, I guess, a little bit. Another one. He's telling him, talking him into it. Uh-oh.
High fly deep to left field. Verdugo looking up, and that ball's out of here off the standard. Caught the light standard. Hayes with his 13th home run, solo shot here, and puts Baltimore on the board at 6-1.
I don't know about that pitch call there. He talked him into throwing another changeup. He did. Gave him the fist sign after he gave him the changeup sign. Back-to-back changeups. He throws it right down the middle. If he had thrown it in a better spot, obviously. You second guess the pitch calling there. 6-0 game. Whatever. Solo piece.
Is Mancini. He struck out first inning. First man to Chris Sale struck out in 2 years. So Red Sox lead at 5 in the bottom of the 3rd. And one tag to center field. Duran's back, still back at the wall, turning, and that ball gets out of here. That's back-to-back home runs. Mancini with his 20th of the season. He had come in a 6 for 40 slump, but we gave you the numbers against Sale. It was 10 for 25. That goes 405.
That'll wake you up right there. Change up bomb and then a fastball to Mancini. Little cross seam piece. Middle once again. Bad location. And he gets the barrel to it. He can barrel it up, this guy. He's got pop. Obviously the other way. Dead central. Just catches the first row. Back-to-back bombs.
Severino, an infield hit, first trip in the first inning, 1 for 1. So 20 for Mancini.
Big number, 20.
Made a heralded comeback of his own from cancer. And put on a great display at the home run derby. And you see the way it jumps off his bat. Fouled off by Severino, so Sale trying to get out of the third. Couple of runs, back-to-back home runs.
You know, Sale, he doesn't shake off. I mean, it's all about, you know, whatever Christian wants. You got to make a pitch too. That changeup was middle. Fastball out over.
1-2 rolled foul. Trying to finish him off here. Not quite. 95 on the gun with that fastball. So tried to smoke him. Hayes and Mancini with home runs. And Baltimore tightens it up. Two and two.
Yeah, Chris, he's always around the plate. Doesn't walk guys. His walks to strikeouts are incredible. Lifetime, whatever. Over 5-1 strikeouts to walks. So he's around the plate. You're going to give up some home runs.
2-2. And he struck him out. Caught him looking. 94 miles an hour. The Orioles get a couple. 6-2. GMC. Red Sox are home again tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Day off on Monday. Double dip in New York Tuesday. Solo game Wednesday. Another day off. And then another homestand gets underway against Texas, Minnesota. You got Cleveland there before another series against Tampa Bay. So a chance to make some hay.
You got to make some hay right now before they come to town. Tampa Bay
trying to pile up some wins right now. Red Sox at 67 and 51. Hunter Renfroe 0 for 1 against Lopez. Still out there. Red Sox have knocked him around. 6 runs, 7 hits. Big home run by Devers, his 29th. Another very warm, sunny day here at Fenway. 1-2 pitch to Hunter Renfroe. Lets that one go. 2-2.
Nixon in a changeup a little bit more than you would think.
Little breaking ball swatted at. Franco across the diamond. 1 man out. Jairo Munoz now is hit safely in 34 consecutive games for the Woo Sox. That is a modern day Red Sox AAA record, the longest streak in the minors this season.
Kudos to him. That is hard to do.
He's not on the 40 man.
Right. But we saw him last year. Opened our eyes a little bit. Remember, he came out smoking, man.
He can swing it.
He swings. He doesn't take a lot. Remember, that's why I remember. He was hacking.
Makes good contact. Obviously not a big home run guy necessarily, but a lot of line drives.
Where did he play? Played the outfield, right? I think.
And the infield. He played up some third base.
Okay, so he moves around.
Short, little second. And frankly, I think if first base were his position, they'd find a way.
Yeah, I bet.
And the guy plays with a lot of energy.
It deserves some attention.
Duran 0 for 1. Sox up 6-2 in the third.
Back to that changeup. See, mixing it in a little bit more. He was spraying the ball all over the place. Lopez, first couple innings, wasn't he? He couldn't locate. He didn't know where the next pitch was going to go.
He sprayed a couple of the backstop.
Yes.
And a 1-2. When you have his wheels, you just got to make contact and give yourself a chance. And he had a good night last night, but strikes out here.
That pitch will eat up a lot of guys. You can't really swing at it because you're not going to hit it. So you can't just point the finger to him saying you got to lay off that high fastball. A lot of guys like to swing at that thing, but he definitely doesn't need to swing at it.
Vasquez drew a walk in the second inning. Sox jumping out of the gate for 4 runs on 4 hits in the very first inning against Lopez. It started with Kike with a single. And Verdugo a base hit. Bogarts hit by a pitch. Rafi Devers cranking a 3-run homer. Sox added 2 more in the second inning. One through 4 in the Red Sox batting order to this point has not made an out.
Last night it was the bottom of the order, right? 7 for 11 out of the bottom 3. Bobby D being a big one.
Fouled off on a line.
Nope, timeout again. 2 strikes. Takes him a while to get ready. Doing his little ritual there. And I'll tell you what, you miss a couple of games like this late in the season. It seems like an eternity, right? You go away for 2 or 3 days and you got to get back into it.
Rolls that one to third. Franco from the grass will cut him down. And it's a 1-2-3. Down go the Red Sox in the third. This weekend only saved double the Massachusetts sales tax during their double tax-free weekend. Chris Sale, career at Fenway, 37 starts, 13-9, ERA of 3.19, 327 punch outs and 222 2/3. That's all.
Only 37 starts. Seems like more.
Yeah. Making his heralded return to the rotation here this afternoon. He has a 6-2 lead going to the 4th inning. So he's at 56 pitches, 36 for strikes. Chance to go a couple more innings if the Red Sox are going to hold him to somewhere around 90. Which seems to be the case. Give himself a chance for a victory. Did allow 2 home runs last inning. The blasts by Hayes and Mancini back to back. Santander looks at a strike.
Not ultra gas. We haven't seen the ultra gas, right? 94 max. I don't care who you are, you got to locate. We saw the home run balls last inning. High change up middle, high fastball, Mancini.
Sale holds the Red Sox single season record for strikeouts by a lefty, 308 in 2017.
Where do you do that in 214 innings?
You start throwing around 300 strikeouts.
He's in the leader in the clubhouse lifetime for strikeouts per 9, I believe.
Right.
Over 11. Number 1. Sweepage. Thank you.
Pretty nasty. 80-mile-an-hour slider got it in, and he struck him out.
Boy, this thing just absolutely stopped and went sideways. Boop, down and in. Funny swing. You get those funny swings when the ball sort of stops out there, and get the movement like that, down and in.
Number 6. One gone, McKenna. Caught looking at a third strike in the second. Chris Sale midway through his delivery, pitching from sunshine into shade. Late afternoon at Fenway. Passed him. That was 93.
Set up by the changeup at first pitch. And he's the kind of guy, it doesn't take him many pitches to strike guys out. He's not your old 3-2 and then trick somebody.
Of course, he has had an immaculate inning.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. We love immaculate innings.
Little looping line drive down for a hit. Verdugo's way off the line, so this is going to be extra bases for McKenna as he scurries into second. 1 for 2.
McKenna had a nice swing at that slider, the same kind of slider Santander had, but he hooks it down and in. He'll go, it's got plate, but it's down. End of the bat, but he hooked it down the line. Nice piece of hitting there by McKenna. And look where Verdugo has to come from, way over there. They give you the line. You don't think anybody, if you're going to get a double anyway down there, try to take away the gap ball. Well, they didn't get the gap ball.
So scoring position, McKenna.
First time he's had a guy on second base, so we got to go to the card.
Second sign. And here's Franco. He's 0 for 1. With a ground ball that Sale handled. Baltimore now 4 hits. Former Philly will drop that one in the stands. Foul, strike 1.
They got a few guys here that can leave the ballpark. Let's see, he hit 11 this year, but he had 3 good years with the Phillies. I don't know how great a years they were, but he hit 20 a couple of times with the Phillies several years back.
One out and one on in the 4th.
Thought that pitch was inside the way he reacted to it.
Left-hander home with a 1-1. Into right field, Renfroe on the back pedal. He's got it. McKenna back to tag. He'll advance safely into third base, but 2 down.
Well, Renfroe makes that look easy. Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. Adam, Jim, and Tim will break down the game. And you'll hear from Chris Sale and Alex Cora. Who but WB Mason?
Mateo, the second baseman, 0 for 1. Grounder to third. Sits safely in 6 of his 7 games. 6 of the last 7. They got him off waivers from the Padres early in August.
It's the hardest ball he's thrown all day.
Hitting 95 with that last one. Fouled off, and 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, back to back good fastballs here, the best we've seen. He's thrown 19 changeups today, 15 strikes, 1 left the ballpark. Ooh, nicely done. Back to back 95 pieces.
I think you would have to say quite a bit has changed in baseball since the 732 games between his starts, and one of them is at the end of his pitching innings, the umpire has to check him. He has to hand over his glove.
He'll gladly do that.
Swing and a miss.
Gas that time.
95. Yes. His 7th strikeout. Stand report from the Ford Clubhouse at Fenway Park.
Thank you very much, Dave. Well, still a sizable 4-run lead for Chris Sale. Alex Cora was asked about his usage. He said it's still April for him, so we don't expect him to be around here much longer. But one thing that we have seen during his starts is the type of shirt that he's been rocking, a daddy long neck shirt. Daddy long neck is a pop cultural phenomenon. He's a social media superstar. Sale says he rocks his stuff because he's one of the few guys that he can look jacked next to. He also says that daddy long neck, he embraces his condition, and I hate to say it, guys, but I went down a daddy long neck rabbit hole. I could talk to you about that much later. But Sale, he changed his fitness. He also changed his diet. He says he's no longer showing up to the ballpark on days that he pitches with boatloads of fast food.
Chris Sale post-game presser.
Look at that.
Ashley Green tweeting out that shirt choice.
That's strange. Caught my eye right away when I saw it. That's a good luck shirt for him now, I guess. He wears it all the time. We'll see. We'll find out.
Showing off the strong arms. Kike Hernandez, good day going with a single and a double and 2 runs. Red Sox on top 6-2. Did anybody care when you were pitching what was on your undershirt?
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, it became a superstitious thing, the shirts that I wore underneath. Some of them got so raggedy, but I had to keep them until they almost fell apart. My good luck charm.
Right. I get that, but the whole world wasn't watching and tweeting out what you had on underneath.
Right.
Different era.
My SpongeBob shoes, I should have took them out to the mound. Right?
Oh, I would have paid money to see you wear those. Fouled off by Kike. Verdugo on deck. Boy, the top of the order has been terrific. Kike 2 for 2. Verdugo 2 for 2. Bogarts has been hit by a pitch and doubled in a run. And then Raffy with a 3-run homer and a walk. So none of them has recorded an out yet. 1 through 4. But if you're like me, you're amazed that Lopez is still out there.
Well, he sort of found it a little bit, right? I mean, a couple changeups we see him mix it in. I mean, he does it. He's got a good arm. It's not like he's throwing, salad.
He does have a good arm. And as we mentioned, there have been times where he has posted outstanding outings.
But he throws the ball center cut a lot. He makes mistakes.
And there are several guys, key people in the Red Sox lineup who really hammer him anyway. And they did right away. 4 runs in the first inning. They're still in it right now, though. Sox trying to break away. Foul back.
It's us. Oh, got it. Yes.
Wonder if I can give this up.
You did it.
What do we got?
I can't believe it. Yes. Check it out. You made the catch. You told me you were going to make a catch.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Nicely done. Give that fan a contract.
That was a cookie.
I loved it. You knew it was going to happen, Dave. You called it the other day.
Ooh,
look out.
Got drilled by the pitch. Kike going down.
But he got hit in the left wrist too here. Left hand too. This guy sprays it. He's not trying to drill him. He's trying to help him up off the ground.
And he is up. Yeah, he's hit a couple of men.
I mean, that's dangerous now. I mean, he knows he didn't mean to do that. But like I said, he just sprays it. You never know where the next pitch is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's not even close. It's that kind of 2-seamer that's running up and in. Got him on that left hand. Enough of this. I mean, that could be so costly. You know, the hands and the wrists and all that. Just delicate.
But a help up by Lopez.
You don't see a pitcher at home plate helping a guy off the ground, do you?
Not
Very
often. No.
He wanted to make a point to let them know he was not trying to drill anybody. He's dangerous, though. He's dangerous with a ball, that guy.
So Kike will take his base. You remember he got drilled on the head earlier this season.
Right on the flap.
Yeah. And stayed in.
Stayed in, yes.
Takes a lot to knock him out. So he's aboard with one down in front of Alex Verdugo, and the top 4 guys in the order still have not made an out in this one. Base hit in the first inning, base hit in the second inning for Verdugo. And he'll look at a strike.
Oh, right down Broadway. I thought he might try to pull that time. Hit 2 balls the other way. Nice swings.
Yeah, he was swinging arguably the best bat on the ball club before the paternity leave. Coming back with a couple of knocks today.
He's the one that broke up that no-hitter with the Yankees in town in the 8th inning off of Herman.
You know, he's had a number of moments like that going back over his 2 seasons with the Red Sox. That home run that he hit in Toronto. The Red Sox were being shut down.
Berrios, 1-0 game. Huge home run.
Looped into center, down for a base hit. Up to second, Kike stopping there. So Alex having a very good day, 3 for 3.
Boy, glad to see him back with that bat. Put it on a clinic. Hitting the ball the other way up the middle, gets a changeup down. Look at that's a good pitch. It's a real good pitch. 3 for 3. Stays on it. Right, not trying to get big, and that's why you get a base hit.
And rocking the baby.
Rocking the baby. How about that?
New daddy. Xander Bogaerts hit by a pitch and doubled in a run. Red Sox looking to put this game out of reach against Lopez. They do have activity in their bullpen for Baltimore. Lopez up to 80 pitches. Two aboard with one down.
Worried about Kike again. You think he was Ricky over there at second base?
Paul Fry loosening up. Shadow's no longer a problem for the hitter. And the 0-1 stings this one. Stayed down on it. Boy, that got to the left fielder quickly. Kike slipping around third as the throw came in. He was putting on the brakes, and they're all loaded up with one out.
They hit that ball so hard. Obviously, in Fenway, it's hard to score, let alone line drive right at Santander. Look at this. That's supposed to be a sinker, but once again, middle, and he strokes it. Boy, they have stung this guy all day long. One hop to Santander, and he heaves this thing all the way in. See, Kike stutter step halfway to third base and then had to hold him up. Bases loaded here. Is a hook out or what? You got to get the hook, man. You got Devers up. I guess so, waiting for the left-hander to be hot.
Is he ready? Is he ready?
Better be ready.
Yes, he's ready. Brandon Hyde headed for the hill. Red Sox with 6 runs, 9 hits against this man. with one down in the fourth inning, and Lopez is finished. They want the left-hander for Raffy, and we will take the break. A pitching change here at Fenway. Red Sox trying to put it away. They're on top 6-2, and we'll have more in just a moment. Amica. Experience Amica Auto, Home, and Life Insurance. William Ravis, the official real estate company of the Boston Red Sox, and by PNC Bank, helping to make banking easier. So that's it for Lopez. Was fortunate to go as deep into the game as he went. In this inning, a hit batsman and 2 singles, and he's done.
Yeah, a couple of guys he hit too. That's what was the alarming. And the 2 walks, the 9 hits, 3 runners left on. Not a good outing, to say the least.
Time for a change. This pitching change presented by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust. The lefty Fry, 4-5, 498 the earned run average. And walks can be an issue for him.
Yeah, low average, 188. He hasn't given up any home runs, but it hasn't had a good year, so they find a way to score.
We'll see if Raphael goes early against him. He does. Fastball at 92. Devers does have a home run off him.
Trying to have a big day, bases loaded. Fastball slider. We saw the velocity, 92-ish.
The all-star third baseman, 29 homers, 88 runs batted in, tied for the most in the big leagues. And he goes the other way for a base hit. Kike in, he scores. Everybody moves up. And so far a 4 RBI day for Raphael.
Oh, that's when hitting was hitting. What a day, huh? Gets a tough pitch, slider away. Came out of his shoes the first pitch, then he goes to hitting the second pitch. Look at that ball, down and away. His base hits that way all day long, and he gets it. Only 1 RBI on that. They got to hold him up there, Verdugo, but Kike scores 7-1, 7-2, excuse me.
So he takes over the major league RBI lead. 89. Here's JD. He's doubled. Sit into a force play. They're all loaded up. Red Sox trying to run away with this thing on a sale day.
The runs are for sale right now.
I like that.
I like that.
1-0. JD's only been up 5 times this season with the bases loaded. That surprises some of us, but in his career, 352 with 7 grand slams. Fouled off, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A win, and the Red Sox take the series. That will snap a string of 4 consecutive series losses for Boston. Verdugo, Bogarts, Devers on the bases. To the right side, Mateo flips on to second one. Plenty of time to get him at first base for the double play and retire the side. Red Sox add 1 more, leading at 7-2.
Up 7 in the first 4 innings for Chris Sale. We've seen a bunch of different action. You see the sweeping slider for a strike, and fastball upstairs we've seen. Another fastball there. All of these guys are swinging the bat. Finally, somebody's going to be looking. Fastball in, 94. Back to swinging, sweeping inside and away, right down the middle. Fastball there to Mateo. 7 punch-outs in 4 innings for Chris Sale.
Discovering the insurance that meets the highest standards. Yours. Experience Amica Auto, Home, and Life Insurance. So pitching into his 5th, that's 70 pitches to this point. Here's Martin, whom he struck out in the 3rd.
Toned it up last inning. Mary threw about 95 about 3 times in a row to finish off last inning against Mateo.
Red Sox have a man up in the bullpen. Sawamura getting ready. Alex Cora keeping an eye on his lefty, who gets ahead 1-2.
Got some swings and misses on that fastball, quite a few.
He has been well supported in his return. Toronto at Seattle later tonight. Yankees have come out of the Iowa corn and they're playing the White Sox in Chicago after the Field of Dreams game.
Not a lot of action right now as we speak, though.
A trickler. Fair ball. Devers will just stick in his back pocket, and Martin with a base hit. He's had a rather fortunate series.
Had a little pesky pull home run last night, and that's their second infield hit. Hit almost the same. Win big with the Red Sox Foundation 50-50 raffle presented by DraftKings. Fans over 18 years old in Massachusetts can support the foundation and buy raffle tickets at redsox.com/5050 now through the 6th inning of tonight's game for the chance to win half of the net jackpot. See official rules for full details.
Number 9 man to catcher win series grounded out to short. So would take that again for a double play. Orioles with 5 hits on the day. They had back-to-back home runs in the 3rd inning by Austin Hayes and Trey Mancini. That's a swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. The slider.
Boy, he can mess you up. Can he? A little changeup, then a little sweeper.
We've seen him make the best hitters alive in past years look just silly.
I don't think they see it very good to begin with from that angle. Crossfire and the whole thing. Here back to that sweepage. Back door he's setting up.
Hayes on deck.
Can't be easy to see, I wouldn't think, although the Red Sox are stinging it. They went bridge twice, these guys, so you make a mistake, they can see it.
0-2 on the way. 94 with the Swifty. Plenty of sunshine in center field and in right.
Well, I tell you what, you can't teach these mechanics that Chris Sale has. I mean, if I was a kid left-hander at home right now saying, I'm going to try to duplicate this.
Well, first of all, grow to 6'6".
Yeah, that helps.
Ground ball and a miss there by Dahlbeck. That'll get into right field. Around second. Martin on the move and a throw not in time. So they're going to be safe at first and third, and the base hit by Wins.
Boy, I thought that Martin was going to be safe easy at third. That throw all the way in from Renfroe.
And I think Alex Cora wants to look at this.
Yeah, because with the tag, he kept the tag on when he slid. Martin, watch this. At the end of this, he slid. He came off the bag. He tagged him, which I think is a ticky-tack thing to begin with. But look at Renfroe comes up gunning again. What new? Did he come off the bag and did tag down? I don't know.
You believe he might have another outfield assist on this?
Yeah, watch this. Did he come off? It's hard to tell. Where's the tag on his chest? Right? He's off. Tagged him. He's out. How about that?
I think that's pretty clear.
Yes. He's going to be out. And that's an assist. I don't think this was made for this, but this is an out.
Well, you got to be on the bag.
Right, you got to be on the bag, and he's out.
Yeah, they're showing it for the fans, and they all agree. Oh, this is not taking long either.
Already high-fiving him out there.
And he's out.
How about that? That's branch work for the Red Sox. Chris Sale, his first branch work piece. This is what are you going to do? Guy does his job. He slides too hard. He comes off the bag and he puts the tag on him.
Yeah, good work by Devers. That's 14 outfield assists now for Hunter Renfroe. So There's another one.
I mean, as a pitcher, you're just like, thank you.
Leading the majors in that category, 12 teams with fewer than 13, and he has 14.
I didn't think he had a shot at him. He didn't, really.
Yeah, but you saw it right away.
Yeah.
That he was airborne when the tag might have been on him.
Yes.
It's a big first out, erasing a man at third.
Wow, it's a great big out. Would have been first and third, nobody out. With some guys that could swing it coming up.
Helping a guy who's probably on a 90 pitch limit in the eyes of Alex Cora. Going to be real careful with Chris Sale.
That ground ball by Bobby D. Did he whiff that?
Got underneath him.
Yeah.
Hayes with a pop up to start the day, and then a home run in the third inning.
This is where these stress throws come in here in this fifth inning, trying to get out of this inning. Thank goodness there's an out, or that would have been a lot more difficult. He overthrew that changeup, didn't he? I've never seen him throw it that hard.
One man out and one man on, and 1-1 pitch. Didn't miss by much.
Not giving him anything, that's
Not
for sure. He's got really no gifts today.
I would say, though, that tip of the cap to Will Little, because it's not like he's missed them. They've been close.
They've been close.
Been a couple of borderline, like the last one. He's been a little stingy with it, but
okay.
I wouldn't say he's missed many.
Yeah, I can't bury him yet.
He 2-1. Fouled off, and he apparently was in the box. Yes, he was. Little said he didn't leave the box when it hit him.
Changeups, he swung over the top of the ball, came up and hit him, but he was in the box. Turned me over. Didn't really turn over very much. Got a piece of it, came right back and got him, but he's still in the box.
Those new to the game, if it strikes him, if he's out of the box, he's out. So 2-2. Alex with a running conversation with Greg Gibson, first base umpire.
Back to that slider.
Looking for number 8 on the day. And he gets it. He had him swinging at that last Friday.
Isn't that the truth? That thing just stopped. Said, I'm not going any farther right now, and his swing starts. This is a big league. It just stops. Never gets there. After the changeup, he comes back with the slider for the strikeout. Number 8 was a strike too, but it's just the way it stopped halfway there.
So if he gets Mancini, you let him walk off the mound with 5 innings in the 7-2 lead. Sawamura all warmed up in the bullpen.
Yeah, he's so out of here. Get this out and take it to the house.
This is a guy who's homered off him. Sale has also struck him out. 2 comeback stories here in 2021 going head to head. Mancini and Sale.
Nope, he's not going to give it to you. Well, I'll tell you what, if he gets out of this inning, I'll go kiss Hunter Renfroe. That's the inning. It's the inning.
You better have eyes in the back of your head when you're on the bases going to third and Renfroe in right field. And you better hold on to the base. In for a strike. Because he's coming up gunning.
Or you could sniff the end of this game for Sale if it's him. Going to do it in style. Just take an out. Who cares? Backdoor slider.
Bounding ball to short. Xander has time. He gets him. Chris Sale coming off the mound.
He did it.
7-2, and here's the hands.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Arbella Insurance Foundation, a proud presenting sponsor of the WEI Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, a season dedicated to striking out cancer in kids. Arbella donating $50 for every strikeout thrown by a Sox pitcher, up to $100,000. Arbella Insurance Foundation, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. And feels so good. Chris Sale pitching 5 innings in line for the victory in his highly anticipated return. The K men and women at work there as he fanned 8.
Yeah, the K's were there. You knew you were going to get some strikeouts, and you'll take the ground ball to take it to the house, get in that dugout. That's a good. He's got to feel good about this. I know 2 solo shots, but you know, you got runs to work with. You can live with that.
Couldn't have scripted it a whole lot better. 89 pitches.
Yes, and then it was such a big throw there by Renfroe. Could have been a tougher inning.
Renfroe leading off here in the home half of the 5th. He has gone 0 for 2. Plutko, the new pitcher.
Boy, he was having a good year too early in the season. It's caught up with him a little bit.
Red Sox got to the starter Lopez for a 7 over 3 1/3.
Funny thing is, we haven't seen Baltimore in so long.
Since the middle of May.
It's not like you keep up with them on a daily basis.
In for a strike.
It's a gift. 3-0. It's the first ball he's given, isn't it? You think about it, he hasn't really given anything.
Popped up down the line. Hayes with a long run, but a foul ball. 3-2. Souvenir and a kiss, not bad. Duran on deck, followed by Vasquez. That's 6, 7, and 8. So Chris Sale pitching long enough to qualify for a W. Sox have out hit the Birds 10-6. And that's going to be ball 4 on a Renfroe on to begin the inning.
Catch the Ultimate Red Sox show tomorrow night at 5 here from Red Sox management. Let's get all the best plays of the week. Presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, the long-term solution for weight loss.
Trying the new mustard buns on a hot dog today. New thing.
Mustard bun?
Yeah, the mustard's in the bun.
Oh, okay.
Here at Fenway.
Yellow mustard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys were kind enough to send some up.
Is there any left?
No, sir. Sorry to report. Got to get here early. That one stung. Headed for the triangle. McKenna on his horse. That gets way out there to bounce.
Oh, here we go.
Renfroe coming around. He'll score. Durant into third. Pulls up with a triple. Didn't take him very long to get there. 8-2.
He starts hitting balls in the triangle, and you got to keep your eyes on him. Boy, he didn't waste any time. Fastball down right in his happy zone. Look at him. He lifts this thing off the ground and crushes it. One hop, 420 out there. And he's on his horse. He is ready to go. Boy, he'd like to style around a home run, but he hit that far enough to be styling around the bases. And he's got to get his flying machine working. Another triple on the year for him.
Infield in now for Vasquez. Red Sox lead at 8-2. I'm still waiting for that ball off Duran's bat in the triangle that takes a little sideways hop and allows him to round third and come on in to score without an error, as was the case earlier when there was an error charge. A little trickler here with the infield in. He has to freeze, and Mateo will set down Vasquez.
I'll put the ranch on him hitting it inside the Parker before long.
I'm with you. Want to see it. Bobby Dahlbeck next. He's hit into double play and popped up.
Boy, you hit a ball that far, you don't want to run so fast, right? I mean, that ball's gone. I bet you that ball's gone, I don't know, all the ballparks. That ball was hit 415, wasn't it? I mean, that's as deep as it goes anywhere.
Truly.
I'm in my trot. I hit a ball like that.
Yeah, you've kind of earned it.
I mean, really, he can't hit a ball much better than that.
Although he's so much fun to watch when he's running around the bases. I mean, letting it fly 2-0. Kike Hernandez on deck. Dahlbeck, another situation where he has a man in scoring position.
Oh.
There's a high fly deep to left. It's sailing. It is gone. Man, is he piling up the RBIs? That's his 13th home run.
Bobby D is hot. I'm telling you. Boy, when he gets it, he can get it. He's feeling good now. Right-handed pitcher again. Look at this. Look at this pitch. I mean, right there, barrels it. Hanging cutter, whatever, hit me, and he sure did. And the RBIs are piling up for Bobby D. Home run number 13. Take a ride.
So he's driven in 10 on the homestand in just a handful of games.
Well, he's over 50 RBIs for the season. Boy, they got, like you said, they came up in a hurry. 10 RBI in the last, what, 3 games he's played.
Red Sox ahead 10-2. And for the second consecutive day, doing what they should do against the Baltimore pitching staff. Really hammer away against them. Kike with a single, a double, and hit by pitch. He's been on 3 times. He has scored every time. 1 through 4 in the lineup. The Red Sox have not made an out today.
Boy, it's got to be hard to watch. I mean, for him, for the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's watched a lot of these. Where his Orioles, Brandon Hyde's Orioles, have been out of the game pretty quick.
Didn't they give up over 300 home runs in 2019?
Yes.
Right? This year they've only given up maybe 170, so it's not, it's just a different way of scoring runs, I guess.
3-2. So Red Sox have turned this one into a laugher. On a sale day at Fenway. Foul back.
Man, we're getting peppered up here.
Yep. Alex Verdugo with a 3-for-3 day going. He's on deck. And we're getting peppered up here. Last one almost got to the radio booth. That's going to be ball 4. So he's on again for the 4th time today. So here it is toward the radio booth.
What are they going to do about it? Not like we got a star in our booth. What's going on over there? Oh, Joe would have had it.
He would have had it.
He would have had it.
Stig's got good hands. He's very disappointed it didn't quite reach.
Yeah, he's not shy.
He's made a few plays in his day. He has.
I did a game early on, years and years, in 1999, I think, or 98.
With Castig?
No, I was with the A's doing some work. And we were in Detroit. It was before they tore down Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Tiger Stadium.
Into center field for a base hit. Verdugo's 4th hit. Kike churning into 3rd, and he slides in.
Man, Verdugo, we got some guys that are getting it done. Rock the baby. He's been rocking the baby 4 times. Little sinker middle. It fights it off a little bit, but still he's got it just a nice stroke working the other way. He's not trying to pull. Fights it off into center field.
Daddy's had a good day.
Yeah, take whatever you can get.
Yep, 4 singles, and Chris Sale a cheerleader now. So you're saying years ago.
Oh, anyway, you know how close it is in Detroit, the old Tiger Stadium. Were you there before? How close that was? I mean, that was frightening.
Right on top of home plate.
Yes, I mean, you could get hurt.
I mean, a pitch would be, the booth was so close, the pitch would be made and the umpire would go, no outside, and you'd hear it.
Yes, you better.
As if he's right there.
You can't look at your monitor. You've got to keep looking up.
Yeah.
Ernie Harwell, right? I don't know how he didn't get crushed up there.
He had a net up there.
Yes, he had a net.
Ernie had a net.
You got to have a net.
Ernie was nobody's fool.
Yeah.
Rest of us didn't have the net.
Man.
Visiting side.
Get the net.
You were like 10 feet, it felt like, from home plate.
We'll go again.
Popped up back this way, but foul. Out of play. Xander hit by a pitch, a double and a single. Red Sox at 13 hits and counting, first and third. Sox with 11 hits last night. Another one jacked into center, down for a base hit. Kike will score for the 4th time. Verdugo sliding into third, and the beat goes on, and the beating goes on here. The Red Sox bats 11-2.
Oh, great game to watch up here, watching the runners just run around the bases today. Once again, that slider's doing nothing. One left the ballpark. This one goes to left center field. Little RBI here by Bogey. And they're doing a first and third dance here this inning. Watch the runners run. Verdugo takes third, change places with Kike. And the party keeps going on and on.
So 1 through 4, the Red Sox have had 15 opportunities to get on base. They've been on base all 15 times. Nobody's made an out between Kike, Alex Verdugo, Xander Bogaerts, and Rafael Devers. And all over this Oriole pitching staff.
Boy, I tell you, everybody can't wait till the Orioles come to town.
He's the 8th man to bat in the inning. Verdugo at third, Bogaerts on at first, still only 1 out. And a strike on the outside edge. StatCast powered by Google Cloud.
Yeah, this is how it all started in the first inning. We got the tape measure out here. 424, 3-run bomb, 107, almost 108 off the bat. 3-2 pitch, and he lost it.
Two on, 1 out. Lost the handle, 2-2.
It's hard to keep up with how many RBIs these guys have gotten these big scoring games. 20 runs the other night. That was a tough one to keep up with.
Now Rafael with 4 today. He has the major league RBI lead at the moment with 89. Attack mode there. Down he goes. He was elevated, struck him out. Finally, somebody 1 through 4 in the lineup makes an out.
Yeah, the cutter up in his eyes. He was looking for home run number 30 right there. Ball up out of the zone.
So JD becomes the 9th man to hit in the inning. 2 down, 2 on.
Some of these pitchers fall in love with that cutter, and to me, a cutter, if it's not on, it's like a meatball fastball.
Yeah, it can be like a fat slider.
Yeah, it's not even a cement mixer. It's just meat.
Martinez is doubled, hit into a fielder's choice, also a double play. Has 2 on though.
Is that cutter again?
Yeah, had a pitch to hit.
Just cuts just a little bit. Sometimes it cuts right to the barrel. You know what I mean? You're trying to get it away from that barrel. He swung underneath it. Thank goodness, ball's up. It's crushable.
Sox with 4 in the first, 2 in the second, a run in the fourth, and have scored 4 so far in the fifth. On the corners, a 1-1 from Plutko. Sawamura up in the pen. Chris Sale going 5. 8 strikeouts. Valdez in the Oriole pen.
Yeah, we saw him last night. He gave it up a little bit.
High deep drive. This one is back and gone. JD Martinez, number 22. A 3-run blow.
And it just keeps kicking. That hanging cutters, they go a long way. How about this? Cut me another one right down Broadway. Barrel lift. JD would pop. 3-run Johnson.
Yeah, he's not going to miss that.
What a horrible display of pitching.
Pretty nice display of hitting it.
Oh, totally.
14 runs and 15
That's
hits.
the other side of it.
Yes, and that's all for Plutko. He is out. Another ride for Red Sox hitter JD, smacking one. He has 3 RBIs today. We'll have more in a moment. Valdez into the game. Hot shot. Up and over in time to get Renfroe. Red Sox even with the outs, hitting it right on the screws. Red Sox ahead 14-2.
What a sight for sore eyes this had been, coming watching Chris Sale come out to the mound. It really was kind of chilling to begin with, and here we go. He was patting his sliders, high fastballs, changeups. He did his thing. He put on a show. He really did. 5 innings. He's going to get a chance to win this game. 8 strikeouts in 5 innings. Nicely done.
Experience a powerful, secure Wi-Fi connection for all your devices. Xfinity XFi. Can your internet do that? Safe to say the most electric the ballpark has been.
Yes, I was feeling it. You know, I love it. You know, just that energy that you have.
Yeah, meaning this season.
Yes.
Sawamura in 4-1, ERA right at 3. 14 runs on 15 hits for the Sox. And Severino an infield hit and strikeout.
This game's got to be right up there with some of the balls hit is hard all day long, hitting balls hard.
All day.
All day. We've only swung for 5 innings. You're going to get tired.
Good tired. Severino, Santander, and McKenna in this inning. And here's 2-1 to Severino, their DH today. He'll tag that one foul.
Severino got an infield hit, the first hit off of. Yes, he did. He got the first hit of the game in the first inning.
Yeah, little infield knock to third.
Last night he got 2 hits off of Richards. The last 3 innings, couple of should have been both doubles, 1 double and a single, but he hit those balls hard.
I thought Garrett Richards threw the ball well.
Yes, and that's meaningful too. You can give you some innings out there, so you don't have to waste guys.
You know, obviously he's not thrilled about having to go to the bullpen, but he could be of real service to this club.
Yeah, you know, there's a job out there for that.
Two to Severino. Well, this one's not done yet, but the next thing you look forward to is the Chris Sale press conference when the game is over, when the writers have the opportunity to ask him questions about how he felt it went.
I mean, if you're going to, you know, if you talk about everything they had, he threw everything. And we saw some good sliders, right? If you worry about velocity, he went from 91 to 95.
High chop on the infield. Kike has to hustle. Not in time.
This guy's got 2 infield hits. You don't get 2 infield hits the whole year, and he gets them in 1 game.
And he's a catcher.
Yes, can't run at all. This is a chopper. I thought it was going to be a base hit. And that ball took forever to get to Kike, and he's safe. He couldn't get rid of it quick enough. He knows he's running for bases, almost fell down. That's as good as he goes. Looked pretty fast to me.
Santander has struck out 2 times. Sale with a pair of whiffs against him, 8 strikeouts and 6 hits against the lefty today in his much anticipated return.
Looks like Chris Sale.
Looked like Chris Sale.
Looked like Chris Sale. How about that? That's my analysis. He looked like Chris Sale.
And that's a wonderful thing.
It is.
Very exciting today. I'm sure everybody in the ballpark watching on TV felt the same way we did. Popped up. Sky high to center. Backing out Xander. Coming on Duran. 1 man out. Boston's own Dalton and the Sheriffs are headlining the Leader Bank Pavilion in the Seaport on August 27. Limited $25 tickets remain and can be purchased at livenation.com. They did the national anthem today. Great job here at Fenway. At home plate. McKenna, a strikeout, a double on the day. 14-2 Boston. 7-run 5th inning for the Red Sox. That'll get on by Vasquez and advance the runner. So Severino safely into second.
Vasquez not waiting for him to throw a fastball in the dirt. It's the last thing you think guy's going to throw a fastball in the dirt, but he did. That ball's got some hair on it too.
Wild pitch. Red Sox have had a couple of recent games where they had gigantic leads. And then you've got to go to the bullpen. But you've got to be better than Phillips Valdez was the other day when he had that huge lead.
Yeah, that was not pretty at all.
20-1.
Yeah, if he had to do that all over again, he would have refocused. I guarantee you. That didn't sit well, I don't think, with a lot of people.
I agree. Guy who had a tremendous performance out of the bullpen against the Yankees earlier this season.
Yeah, you want to forget that. He was clutch there.
But wound up back in the minor leagues. Blue foul, 2-1.
Not easy stuff to do. I mean, you don't want to come into a game either way, one way or another, big leads behind. Doesn't happen that often. It's not like you practice, you know, pitching 13 down or 13 up.
Good guy to emulate with a huge lead is Nathan Eovaldi.
Yeah, just keep going at it.
Doesn't change anything.
No, he just peppers the strike zone with 5 different pitches. Hello, that would be nice to have.
Eddie Rodriguez to go 110 tomorrow against his old organization.
I want to pitch when everybody's uptight. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like there's money on the line there. This is serious. Not relaxed, you know. You can't set anybody up necessarily how you pitch, you know, in, out, all that sort of thing.
Severino on at second with 1 down. As we move into the early evening at Fenway Park. Still a warm one. Temperature was 88 when we started, feeling like 95 degrees. I think we get a little bit of a break on the temperature tomorrow.
Yeah, a little drier tomorrow.
3-2. $14 runs, 15 hits for the Sox, 2 runs on 7 hits for the Orioles. Red Sox well on their way to a series victory, which would break a string of 4 consecutive series losses for Boston. Here's the 3-2 pitch to McKenna, and he walks him. And puts him on at first and second with 1 gone.
Tomorrow on Charlie Moore Outdoors, Charlie goes out on the water for some summertime fishing. Plus, a mad fisherman takes a trip down to Florida to critique a world famous pulled pork sandwich. Tune in to watch tomorrow. Have the fun tomorrow night at 6 on Nesson.
Michael Franco now, he's gone hitless today, a comebacker. He's also flat out to right. 2-1-1 out. Sawamura could use a ground ball right at some. Red Sox have not turned to double play yet today. And Sawamura not terribly sharp out of the gate.
They don't pitch any faster just because of the lopsided score.
No.
Everybody has their own routine that they do, regardless.
Their own tempo. And his 0-1 pitch. He's in front 0-2. Back to his favorite, the splitter.
Now he wants you to swing the bat. He wants you to swing the bat. He doesn't throw. I'm not saying he doesn't throw a lot of strikes, but he'll throw a lot of balls with the hopes of you swinging. Pitches that looks like strikes that aren't.
Severino and McKenna on base in the 0-2.
There's a lot going on in that mound out there, isn't there? A lot. Takes a long time to get ready.
Mm-hmm. looking for a ground ball. Gets one. Devers up and over. Out there on the first. Double play. That will retire the side.
5-4-3. Medium Sunrise Batch hot or iced coffee for $2. Dunkin's new Sunrise Batch coffee is a bright and balanced full-body blend that's perfect for summer baseball. Participation may vary. Limited time offer. New England and Red Sox Nation runs on Dunkin'. Dave?
Jemai, thank you very much. Get well soon, Jerry. Speaking for all of us.
Yes, she is.
For the Rem Dog.
Thinking about you, Jerry.
Sophia.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
With Nesson. Right?
Outstanding. She just won an Emmy.
Did she?
As did you, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. New England Emmy.
Don't let anybody know.
I think it's okay. We can let people know.
Okay.
Our broadcast won last year. Got the awards this year, and Sophia won for a My Story. Terrific work. Cracked on a line, but that's where they had him. Duran with a wicked shot, but caught by Martin.
Red Sox continue to hit the ball hard. This ball's out over the plate. Some changeup, and he smacked that thing right at him. Little atom ball.
Vasquez in the snazzy shoes today. 0 for 2 with a walk. Salute to SpongeBob.
I'm going to Dixie those things if he doesn't get a hit here.
You know that's true.
Yeah.
You could say, if you don't get hit, so sorry, but I have to say goodbye.
So you can wear any kind of shoes you want nowadays, right? I guess. I thought they kept it for that one weekend. Remember that weekend they did that? With
the Players Weekend.
Right.
Swing and a miss. That might be the end of the shoes.
Yo.
He is 0 for 3.
Yeah, change up down in the dirt. He goes hacking. Probably looked good. Never got there. Big swing.
So 2 away for Bobby Dahlbeck, who has ripped a 2-run homer. He has been cleaning up with the RBIs, now up to 51. Batting average going up, 230. And now 13 home runs for the first baseman. Trending in every way in the right direction. Sox aren't the only team to get to 14 today. Pittsburgh has already beaten Milwaukee 14-4 in the other day baseball. Robles warming in the Red Sox bullpen. On a day that has seen a return of Chris Sale. And he is in line for the victory.
Just a good feeling, right? Isn't it, to have him back? And it really hasn't sunk in yet. It's just the first time, but he's going to take that slot from here on out. Got about 9 shots at it, right?
Rest of the way, yeah. And to have a player of that caliber return at this time of the year, when generally over the last month the Red Sox have not played well. To have him back, and now Tanner Houck in the rotation.
I mean, you got to feel great about that kid. That kid seems like a star in the making. He really does. Little clone, right-handed clone
of Chris Sale.
Sale. And then you got to feel good about Evaldi, right? You got to feel good about him. Yeah. Eddie's been throwing the ball better last 2 times out.
He has.
I mean, and then Pivetta last 2 times out. So you got to like this rotation going forward.
And now you have Kyle Schwarber as well.
Yeah. Bullpen's a problem, but that's a lot of middle stuff out there that's been a problem. Barnes has got to figure it out.
High deep drive. He got a hold of another one. his second home run on the day. Keep an eye on that young man because he is beginning to drive it very hard every time.
Well, he saw enough soft changeups. Yeah, he saw another one, another one, another one, and then he got it. And when he gets it, he crushes it. High changeup. Ooh, barrel. Bobby D could leave with the best of them. He really can.
His 15th.
Oh, that's got to feel good. 2 shots, 2 bombs. Way over everything. How many RBI lately? 10, 9, 10, 11, whatever. A lot.
His first career multi-home run game. Fly ball to right by Kike Hernandez will finally make an out. And that will retire the side. Red Sox keep on scoring 15-2.
Dave's catch. Oh, this has got to be a highlight for us. I got to get the tape on that. Look at that. Nicely done. You're ready to give it away right away.
What is known as room service.
Yes. Anybody need it? I love it.
Top half of the 7th inning.
Athletes everywhere around the ballpark.
Term used very loosely in this neck of the woods. Here comes Hansel Robles to pitch the 7th inning. 15 runs on 16 hits for the Sox. 2 runs on 7 hits for Baltimore. And he gets the bottom third of the order for the O's. Defensive changes. There are several for the Red Sox. Franchi Cordero goes in at first base and Arauz at short. Dahlbeck moving across the diamond from first to third. Won't be the last of the changes.
That day game tomorrow. It's a good thing to get those guys off their feet.
And the Red Sox outstanding left side of the diamond. Xander Bogaerts and Rafi Devers, who did plenty of damage today, both of them off their feet. And here's Mateo. He will swing away and crack it to center field. Durant turning. It's going to be high off the wall. Runner into second base. Mateo runs well, has easy double.
Never know when they're going to turn it loose, and he turned it loose. That might have been his best bolt. Mateo, he smoked that ball. Look at this cross seam fastball, outer half but up. Got the barrel to it. He smoked it. That wasn't even a backlay. He kind of slashed it and it goes, look, it went halfway off the wall. Easy double.
Sends up Richie Martin. 1 for 2, a single. His grandfather, Walter Bancy Thomas, played in the Negro Leagues in the 1930s and 40s. And I'm sure is mentioned at the Negro League Baseball Hall of Fame in Kansas City, which is a terrific visit if you've had a chance to do it. I've done it several times. Joe Castig and I have done it when Sox go to play the Royals, and it's a wonderful several hours to spend there. And the best part about it is walking into the lobby, and they have statues, bronze statues of superstar players from that era at the position they played on a diamond.
Yeah,
it's great stuff.
Is it? I've never been there.
I highly recommend it. Popped into foul ground. Cordero over, says he has it. 1 away. And the catcher wins to hit next. So certainly looking like the Red Sox will play for a sweep tomorrow. You looked at the Orioles, you looked at the Sox at this point in the season, you say, yeah, Red Sox have a very good chance to sweep, maybe should.
You know, it's tough though. You know, you think you got to sweep. It's not an easy thing to do.
No.
But they're making it easy. They're for these first 2 games, the way they pitched.
Been a fun afternoon and now evening at the ballpark with the return of number 41 and all these hits and runs. And the 0-1 pitch. The other thing about Chris Sale that's so much fun on a day like today is listening to his commentary after a moment like this, after almost exactly 2 years away from the game, because he's a great interview.
Well, he's honest. That's what, you know, most reporters love that. And I love that.
He's a very interesting interview. As you say, honest, he's forthright. He's interesting.
Yeah, he's a hell of a teammate too. I mean, he pulls for everybody. Not that everybody doesn't, but I mean, sometimes superstar guys I've played with, that they're not always, you know, the best of teammates.
All right, name me the top 3.
Oh,
just 1, 2, 3. Come on, Eck.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, no need to go there.
No, of course not. But you know what I mean.
Dylan Tate up in there, bullpen. On the other hand, can you name like your favorite couple of teams? Is that not fair to say? Because you play with a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's hard. I should have, you know, I should keep a list. You know, I'd have to give some things some thought. Drop it on somebody either way, you know.
You don't want to leave anybody out.
No.
1 and 2. That's a very big deal in Major League clubhouses.
You know who sticks out in my mind I played with? He passed away. Bob Welsh. Right-handed pitcher. He used to be with the Dodgers. He was with the A's many years with us. We won it.
Yep.
He was, I should call him the top step, you know, guy. He's always on the top step, you know, as a starting pitcher. It's meaningful, you know.
Always rooting for you.
Always rooting for you. Always. You know? Love that.
1-2. Got him to go. Foul tip to the mitt. And he struck him out. 2 away. Top of the order in Austin Hayes.
We haven't seen a lot of nasty sliders here from Robles because he's usually a fastball changeup guy, and then we see his third pitch is a dandy right there. Punch out.
Hayes, the man who had the honor of facing Chris Sale to start the ball game, and he popped to short. First pitch of the afternoon for Sale was a strike on a foul tip to the mitt. Hayes with some measure of revenge hit a home run solo drive in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, 3-2 changeup right down Broadway.
And he'll pop up another one. And this time it is Arauz to make the catch. 1 man left. Middle of the 7th. Red Sox 15-2.
And more, because no one is just one flavor. A truly fun day at Fenway Park. And the more I think about it, Dave and Eck, I would have liked to enjoy this Truly Fest.
Yes. You did not, though.
No, I did not. But don't tell anybody if I did.
No, got to work. Understood, but very refreshing. Well, Red Sox having a delightful time today at Fenway, leading it 15-2. Few better than Alex Verdugo, who has 4 hits. He's never had a 5-hit game.
I was going to say, make it 5.
This is where a hitter gets greedy. Like, I got my 4. Now you want that 5th. 1 through 4 today has been really incredible. Red Sox have only had a couple of outs among those guys all day. Kike scored 4 times. Verdugo scored 3 times. Bogarts 2 times. Rafi Devers with 4 runs batted in. Bogarts and Devers now resting the rest of the day. It's scalded foul. It's kind of worn out left field today. 0-2.
Yeah, Dylan Tate, he's got a pretty decent fastball. You saw the sinker and a little change up there.
Tate's 0-2 pitch, way too high.
Live fastball.
Arauz on deck.
He struggled a little bit, just like everybody else out there.
Yeah, on this Orioles staff. Lunges and puts it in play to the second baseman. And for the first time today, Verdugo makes an out.
Yeah, pitched a very good pitch there. The changeup got him out front, rolled it over.
He's been rocking the baby all day.
Yeah, he couldn't rock it there. Download the MLB app to get in-game video highlights, live pitch-by-pitch, breaking news, player updates, and more for your Red Sox.
Well, Fenway has a way of hosting magical afternoons and evenings from time to time. I think more frequently than just about any other ballpark. And obviously most of that has to do with the talent on the field over many years. But today was one of those days, you know, when you're going to look back on it and go, yeah, it's pretty cool to see that. Chris Sale coming back after 2 years away. Then you explode for all these runs.
You know, I thought about it and I was excited about it, you know, because we had planned it and thought about it for a long time. But I didn't really get into it until he came on. I was up here watching him come out of the dugout, and then there's more people here early.
Two hopper to Mateo. 2 down.
Yeah, but seeing their response as soon as he walked out of the dugout, and I went, you know, this guy is special. He just is. And there's moments, you know, over the years, you know, there's just guys that stick out. You know, Hall of Fame guys is what it is. This guy is legit, and he hasn't been around for 2 years. And you know, I looked at his stats. You go back and look at it, because I don't, you know, when he's playing and pitching every 5, you don't think about what he's done. But now you get a chance to really look and see what he's done in his career. All-star after all-star every year, you know, and
seven times. And it's kind of staggering, because you were saying this before the game got underway. Look at all the 10 strikeout games just the last year before he got hurt.
Half his starts were 10 or more punch-outs.
One after another.
It's like,
and sheer dominance.
Yes.
Which you only see from the elite guys, and that's why we always, you know, draw the comparisons to the Pedro era.
But we love his tempo too, you know. It's the whole thing. It's the whole package.
Cordero with a ground ball, and that'll be a fast inning. And for what, just the second time today, Red Sox go in order.
Presented by Raytheon Technologies will return to Fenway Park on Saturday, September 25th. Individuals and teams have the opportunity to participate virtually or once again cross home plate in person in support of the home base program and those who have given so much. Register at runtohomebase.org. Dave.
Thanks, Jemai. A couple of changes for the Red Sox, who have a huge lead, 15-2, as we move into the evening at Fenway. 16 hits for Boston. What's been a Chris Sale day, which has a wonderful ring to it. Now Vasquez will move out to play second base. Plawecki now doing the catching. And Austin Davis will be the new hurler. And Brandon Hyde out there looking at a lineup card, talking with Will Little.
We got a problem here. What's going on?
Well, Jerry Davis starting toward the meeting, but Alex Cora coming up, maybe looking for a clarification on who's in, who's out. Been a lot of changes over the last couple of innings.
Surprised they don't mess up more often, to be honest with you, in games like this.
Little bookkeeping.
Boy, Cora, he keeps patting on these umpires. Then he's always patting them. He's over talking to Gibson earlier. He must have patted him 15 times.
I would say he's one manager who's very friendly.
Yes, he is very.
With the umpires.
Not a bad thing.
No. So now the umpires getting together. And a meeting of the minds on these lineup cards. This has got to be about as much as anything who's batting where.
Right. Somebody out of position.
I think they got it figured out. And the batter will be Trey Mancini, who has one of the 2 Oriole home runs that came back-to-back in the 3rd inning. Hitting .254 now, 20 home runs. And first pitch, strike 1. Now, if you missed it today, Chris Sale made his much ballyhooed return. Went 5 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, struck out 8, didn't walk anybody. Threw 89 pitches. I don't know, before the game, if Alex Cora was willing to tell you how many pitches would be perfect, he might have said 89. His pitching line today.
Well, every pitcher doesn't want to give up a run, but you know, you're working with a big lead, so you give up a couple of solos to live with that.
Gently hit. Arauz up and over. 1 down in the 8th.
Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center physicians provide first aid and emergency care at Fenway Park throughout the season. As the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, there's no ballpark we'd rather be at. Visit bidmc.org to learn more about our services and our Harvard-affiliated team. Dave?
My thank you, Pedro Severino, with 2 hits today. And both of them infield hits. Something for him to write home about, because even though he's a DH today, he's a catcher. How many catchers have 2 infield hits in an afternoon? Maybe a John Wathan.
Where did that come from? John Wathan.
He could run.
Back with Kansas City, stole some bases, right? Jason Kendall, he ran a little bit, right?
He did.
We had a guy, Jamie Quirk. He looked like he used to be a quarterback in high school, Notre Dame. You know, he's a pretty decent career, backup catcher, but came up first round draft choice with Kansas City. Had a great body, couldn't run a lick. He looked like he was fast, though. You never know.
No. 3-1. Santander on deck. Red Sox will go for the sweep tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. Certainly hope you will join us here on NESN. Andy Rodriguez will try to continue to build off his performances. Martin Perez, the left-hander, in the pen. Alex Cora giving some guys an opportunity working out of the pen. It was Garrett Richards last night. He threw the ball well. And that's going to be in there. He got him looking with a curveball. 2 down.
Waiting for the waiting for the strike call. Kind of delayed there. Curveball backdoor was what that was, and it got the corner. Clearly got the corner. Didn't even have to do anything. He's trying to pull it up, but that is a strike easy. Take those fast shoes back in the dugout, Mr. Severino.
DJ Stewart to bat. 2 down, bases empty. Red Sox got 4 runs in the first inning, got 7 in the 5th inning. Put this game away.
The dreaded day game tomorrow, Dave. 1 o'clock.
I know it is for you.
The dreaded day games.
Outside a ball, 3-0.
Can't get a workout or anything. It's like cold turkey. You got to go straight to the ballpark.
Can't do much.
Can't do much.
Lucky if you get a brunch in. And the 3-0 across for a strike. Well, he's ready to shuck the bat, but 3-2.
A fake pump there for a second. Ball might have been up. No, away. Might have been a little away, but swing the bat. Let's go. Bounce around. Yes.
Oh, yeah. In there. 94 miles an hour. Strike him out. 1, 2, 3. They go in the 8th inning. Give you 15%. 2,000 bases loaded 9th inning. Western Massachusetts native Rico Brogna crushing a Billy Taylor offering for a walk-off grand slam. He would only play 43 games for the Red Sox that season. That would be his only home run.
I remember him with the Mets, right? He played with the Mets.
Huge smile. Yeah. Physical ailments at the end, but he could really play. J.D. Martinez last time up spanked a 3-run homer. Austin Wynns, the catcher today, will now be the pitcher, his first career pitching performance.
Here we go again.
And a strike at 63. Severino catching. 8th inning. Pops it up. Down the line comes Mancini for the play. 1 gone. During Red Sox first pitch, presented by Rodenhiser Home Services, Adam, Jim, and Tim highlighting on the Rodenhiser Heat Zone Santander and Hunter Renfroe. Both is hot. We check out their numbers. A couple of offers so far today. High fly, deep drive, Renfroe, and see you later. His 21st.
He can feast on some salad. Can he? I mean, goodness. Took somebody's changeup deep yesterday, did he not?
Did.
Valdez. Now he gets the catcher wins. I don't even want to tell you what that was. It was just about 70 miles an hour, if that, right? He back legs him. If you're going to throw it up there, I'm going to take a hack. And I can leave like I did.
He provides the power. Smacked into right field by Duran. A diving play by Hayes. 2 down.
Boy, he lays out for his catcher, doesn't he? This ball is in. Ooh, he lays out. Late dive is what that was, but a nice play anyway.
Yeah, best defensive play of the day. That'll bring up Christian Vasquez. Oh, look at a strike. Not very predictable the way the game began. That the Red Sox would be facing a position player late in the contest, as the Sox ran up 4 in the first, 2 more in the second, a run in the fourth, 7 in the 5th inning. (16-2). Line to right, sinking, but Hayes there to make the catch. Side retired. We go to the 9th inning. Red Sox 16, Baltimore 2. Monster Cam. And some clouds coming in at the moment here at Fenway. Game started with plenty of sunshine and Chris Sale on the mound for the first time in 2 years and a day. And he is ready to pick up the win. Red Sox have run away and hid 16-2 on Baltimore, out hitting them 17-8. Chris Sale went 5, struck out 8, and would win for the first time in a couple of years. Third appearance out of the pen for Martin Perez, trying to put an end to it here in the 9th. And we'll have 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Orioles. Yankees and the White Sox in Chicago are just getting underway. Nothing in the first. Toronto and Seattle play later on tonight. And they are both coming off defeat. Red Sox ready to hand the Orioles their 10th consecutive loss. And about to be 2/3 of the way to a sweep. Ryan McKenna, the batter.
This is the third time we've seen Martin Perez out of the bullpen for the Red Sox. Trying to close this thing out.
And the 1-0. Is 1-1, finds the mark.
High changeup.
Franco on deck. All Red Sox today, as it was yesterday, from the get-go. The lefty goes outside. So really interested to hear what Chris Sale will say today, how he sums up his performance and returning to the big leagues after 2 years away to Tommy John. It's a lot of fun to be here, and the 2-2 pitch. He struck him out.
That's 12 strikeouts on the day for the Orioles. Changeup away, can't reach it, too far outside, out front. McKinnon.
Franco has grounded out 2 times, also flied out to right. Sox have held him to 8 hits. 2 hops to Arauz, and 2 down.
Scout the Stars of tomorrow right here on NESN as the Woo Sox host the Syracuse Mets at Polar Park. Don't miss first pitch tomorrow afternoon at 1 on NESN Plus.
One of the fun things we're following right now is not even at the big league level. It's at AAA where Jairo Munoz has a hitting streak going. And he has another hit today.
Good for him. 35?
35 in a row.
What's the record down there? Who knows? That's some elite territory. 35.
That gives him an organizational record. Don't I remember Robin Ventura?
That
was in college.
Yeah, Oklahoma State.
54 in a row.
50 something.
It was a long one.
Yeah, it was a big one.
And
I want to say 56, but that was
might be, yeah. Mateo, the hitter. I wonder who has the minor league record. I believe in the minors, the DiMaggio hit in an incredibly long hitting streak.
I remember Pete Rose, right, had 44. Molitor had a big one at one point. Paul Mahler did. That was 87. I think he had a long one. Don't know exactly how many, but Pete Rose had 44
at the big league level.
Yes.
Well, Jairo Munoz just passed DiMaggio for the Red Sox minor league record. Dom DiMaggio.
Interesting. Here we go. This is what I've been waiting for right here.
Perez with a 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, he's got it. And that is the day.
Yes.
Special day. A sale day. Red Sox bats booming to the tune of 16-2.
Everybody's happy. How could you not be? They just pounded the Orioles pitching once again for 2 days in a row. The story is Chris Sale, but you see Bobby Dahlbeck there. He's been hot. A lot of guys been hot. First 5 guys in the lineup got 13 hits and 10 RBIs in this game, and they padded their stats, but they're trying to sweep the Baltimore Orioles. Now they got a shot at it. They won the first 2. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
And this one all about Chris Sale on a Saturday afternoon / evening at Fenway. 16-2 the final score. Adam?